easy to solve for. As long as you can get it by itself, then you go replace. But it is easier to solve for a variable that has a coefficient of 1 or -1. If that does not happen, then you end up with fraction, then you deal with it. So look at those two equations. With variable, it's easier to solve for. X, in which equation? The first one, which one? The first one. X has a coefficient of 1. It will be easier to get x by itself. And when you solve for x, it's called x-intercept. Now we're going to solve for x in that one. How will you solve for x in that one? What will you do? What you need to do? You subtract 7y, then you get x by itself. So you come here, you subtract 7y, and you subtract 7y. What you end up for x? You will have x equal -7y minus 11. That's what x is equal. Then I'm going to take that expression, then I'm going to replace it here. Then we're going to set up an equation. How will you set up that equation? What is it? That will be -2 times what? Minus 7y minus 11 minus 5y is equal to 4. Then you use distributive property as applicable to distribute the -2. Then you will end up with what happens when you multiply two negative? It becomes positive 14y plus what? What is it, people? 22 minus 5y is equal to 4. Then what do we do from there? Combine log term. Which are the log term? That will give you 9y. Then you will have 9y plus 22 is equal to 4. What is your next move? You subtract 22 from each side. Then you will have 9y is equal to 4 minus 22 is -18. Then what you do? Divide both sides by 9. Then you will get what? Y is equal to. In this case, what is y? Y is -2. Now I'm going to take that -2 here. Can we place it here or this one, that one? But it is easier to put it here because you already get x by itself. Does that make sense? Then I will have x equal -7 times -2 minus 11. Then I will have x equal, multiply 2 negative, you end up with what? Positive 14 minus 11. In this case, what is x? X is 3. Then you always write your solution as x comma y. Then in this case, what is my solution? 3 comma -2. That if I was to graph those two lines, that's where the intersection will have happened. The two lines will intersect at that particular point. Then we have a solution. Does that make sense? So that's what you guys need to do.